once again from ShortMeTina.com with my daily recap. Today is Wednesday. Happy hump day. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for tuning in. So we're going to jump into a recap. We're going to start with JD. I just kind of want to update folks on my take on the chart because I've been bullish for a very long time. Stock has been down the last 2 trading days, is down about a little over 1% today. We sit here at 39.78, but even so, remember, like when you get your pullbacks after these extreme moves, for me these kind of slight pullbacks are like the ideal places to actually enter. So where do I see JD going with this continued bull market? Clearly we're above resistance of around $38. I really do see this before we get to 50. I think we're going to eventually get there, but I see it stopping around 45. You can see dating back to around June of 2018, about 2 years, very little overhead. So I can see it actually shooting up to 45 relatively quickly. What else? All right. Quick update on Disney. Yes, I'm still holding. Remember, my sort of model is if the stock is doing what it needs to do, I'm in no real rush to actually get out the trade. Yeah, you'll take profits here and there, but you just kind of want to hold on to those trades to see how far they can take you. And when we first got into Disney, it was trading in the low 100. So with a recent high of 152.97, we're up nicely. I think also if this bull market continues, I see Disney hitting 200 in 2020. Right now, we're not to say we're looking bad. So since topping out around 52, 53 back in early December, the stock has pulled back some, but that's actually very okay in my opinion, because if you look at this green candle here back in November when we actually broke through rather, resistance of around 145, that for me was the confirmed breakout that I was looking for. We broke out, ran up for a few days, and now we pulled back. Essentially, in my opinion, we're consolidating around this level here. I'm going to try to draw it for you. So we're basically, in my opinion, just consolidating right around that once resistance, now support level of around 44, 45. So as long as we can stay above or at this level, I think things still look perfectly fine for Disney. In fact, I think it might actually be a buying opportunity. I see this at some point getting to $200 in 2020 with a continued bull market. What else? All right, update folks on Twitter. Yes, I'm still in this trade. This is a daily chart. We're up about 1.25% on the day. The funny thing is I was actually going to let go of this trade about a week or two ago. So I say that to say I sometimes too succumb to probably some of the emotions that you feel. For me, not that I wasn't in profit. I was in profit, but for me, the stock just wasn't moving up as fast as I wanted it to. Mind you, I got into this trade in the 20s, so I'm not quite sure exactly what type of move I'm looking for. Well, I do know what type of move I'm looking for. I'm looking for it to actually get close to this gap fill of around $37. It's clearly working itself up there. I see it getting there rather, but for me the stock is just moving a little too slow. But if I really analyze things, the stock isn't really moving slow, it's actually moving. I guess I'm being spoiled by this market. Nonetheless, I say all that to say Twitter still potential upside in my opinion, sitting here at 33. I can see about 4 points worth of upside. I can see this getting to around 37 and potentially even 40. Good point, good spot in my opinion to jump in if you're not already in this trade. What else? All right, update on ticker DARE daily chart. Came back today. Yesterday it was off like 16 or 17%. Came back today, put up 13%. I think it's up another 7% in after hours. I see a quote of $1.67, so it's somewhere around here, relatively close to today's high of 169. That's where we're trading at in after hours. And so the key for anyone that was trying to jump in after such a huge move yesterday, like I always say, you want to pay attention to one, the previous day's close, and actually how the stock opens up. So yesterday, although we were down about 17%, we closed at 137. Where did we open up at? We opened up at 145. So we opened above yesterday's close. We did not breach yesterday's low of 122. All of that should have been signals that there was a potential for this thing to rally, and that's exactly what it did. So heading into tomorrow, I would pay attention to exactly all the things that I'm telling you now. Pay attention to how it opens up and today's low. That should be an indicator for you whether or not this has more room to run or if it's going to come crashing down. What else? All right, RBZ, huge winner on the day, up 67%. We're running also in after hours, up an additional 16%. See a quote of around $2.15 in after hours. So essentially, we are above today's high of 199. That actually, in my opinion, sets the stage for trading tomorrow. You want that momentum to continue if you're on the long side. This is a low float, meaning that the stock can potentially run. It can actually double from here. So if you're looking for some money to just throw and make a speculative bet, pay attention to ticker RBZ. Again, it's up 67% on the day, up an additional 16% in after hours. We're actually trading above today's high of 199. So again, it sets the stage for trading tomorrow. Just based on this, I would be bullish. What else? All right, and then we have ticker CETX, up about 54% on the day, closed at 182. The low clocked in at 182. So for me, just based on this, I would say, well, it looks like this is actually going to sell heading, or have a sell-off heading into trading tomorrow. Then I checked after hours, and it seems as though the stock is actually up 70% in after hours. Another low float. Up 70% in after hours. I see a quote of 311. So whereas we closed at session lows, now in after hours we're actually trading well above today's high of 275. So getting a bit of a mixed picture. What I didn't check, and I think it's important to check if you are in this trade or if you're long or looking to get long, I'm not quite sure exactly how many shares were traded in after hours to actually get the price at 311. Like, was it a significant amount, or are we talking a couple of thousands? Like, if it's a couple of thousand, then for me, I would not pay attention to the move in after hours. I would just stick to what you're seeing now, or rather what happened today. However, if the move in after hours occurred on a sizable trade amount, like there was a lot of shares traded in after hours, then I take the move a bit more seriously. And again, I didn't check it before doing this video, so if you're in this trade, that's sort of your homework. Let me know what you found. What else? All right, let's conclude today with ticker FLNT. It's a daily chart, up about 40% on the day. Looks like we closed at 308. I don't think there's much going on in after hours. Clearly, stock came alive today, confirming volume. Look at today's volume compared to the last few months. Anyway, volume came in today. New buyers drove this gap up. You got this gap up here, drove the price of the security all the way to 390 for us to close at 308, which is relatively close to session lows. That's alarming. So if you're long, thinking whether or not you should take your profits, hold on. What you definitely want to pay attention to is, right, you should know how the stock actually opens up tomorrow. If we open up above 308, that's a good sign, right? If we can open up above 308 and actually sustain that move, good sign. If we open up below, can't seem to get back, then watch out at some point, perhaps not this week, definitely heading into next week, that gap of around $2.33 is or will be filled rather. All right, hope that makes sense. Comment in the comment section, and we are going to cap it there. Tina here, once again from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of that video, do three things for me. I'm going to run it off really quickly, so pay attention. 1, like this video and comment in the comment section. It helps to get the video out to more viewers. That's the first thing. 2, subscribe at our YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 2,000 as quickly as possible. And 3, I've been trading for a long time. I'm talking a long time, about 20 years. I have seen it. I've seen a lot in the stock market, and I share that with you right now for free. We are hosting a 14-day free trading course on our website. Again, it's completely free of charge. You do not need to enter any credit card information. All you need is the will to learn, all right? So if you're interested in that free 14-day trading course, definitely head on over to our website, ShortMeTina.com. Sign up, become a member. Thank you for listening, and as always, thank you for the support. I'll talk to you soon.